We'll call the meeting to order. And we'll do roll call
David Ferguson,
here.
Jenny Beverly, Kellen Cronin, Fred Stillwell,
Here.
Jim Klepper.
Here. We have enough for quorum. Consideration of minutes, meeting minutes from July 1st, 2025.
Make a motion, we accepted.
Second. Jim seconds. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Communications, discussing possibility of changing the fee and administration to submit legal notices for applicants. Oh, you want to just kind of give us a rundown?
So, when someone applies for an application within our office, we offer a $5 fee to submit a legal notice for them. And that legal notice is kind of like plug and play. You just, if it's for a variance, you just enter their information in. So then I submit that to the to the Madison Courier for them. And that's a $5 fee flat. But we are kind of losing money on that because the last legal notice that came back for this, legal notice for this special exception was $32.44. So it's just, whether we want to make it to where the applicant wants to, they have to submit the legal notice themselves and I check over the legal notice, make sure that everything's correct on that. Or if I do that, submit that and then change the fee or however. But
Could we just set a fee higher than what the highest one could be on that? Let's say $50 and be all right there, or what's your?
Set a fee
The-
higher than
Well, right now, like each one varies. It's not a flat $32.50. It's by characters or whatever.
Yep.
To cover us so we don't, would it be all right to set it higher than the highest one could be? To make sure that we wouldn't, or on the fee base, or should we?
Well, it needs to be reasonably calculated to be sufficient to cover the administrative costs of the board. So I mean, I wouldn't necessarily go above the highest because then
No.
you're almost sort of collecting more than necessary in every case. But I mean, at the highest level fee, I mean, would be acceptable. Technically under the UDO, and I was just looking it up right before, so I didn't have this until moments ago, but technically under our UDO, the plan commission is the one who actually adopts the fees. So what you guys.
You're just making a
would be
recommendation.
recommendation to the plan commission, which they could then vote on, because I think it's on their agenda to discuss the same thing.
it is.
But yes, you could set a flat fee as long as it's reasonably calculated to cover and defray the costs of administration.
What would be the highest one you've seen come through?
Maybe for one of a past one where they had multiple different lots and parcel numbers. I would say over 50, but sometimes like this one here, the $32.44, it was more of a simple one. It was just the legal notice just stated all that it stated and the address and everything. So.
And Pat, that we could have just the applicant do it themselves at their own cost and not run that through the office.
Good. Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with that.
No, oh no, there's nothing wrong with making the applicant defray the costs themselves.
And
Yeah,
if there's a
they're responsible for
mistake,
notice.
if there's a mistake on that, that's just still on them, not on us that way then.
That's the only, yeah, I mean, it would, if there's a mistake, then it would potentially require the tabling and re-noticing.
What's the board thing? And feeling one way or the other?
What you just said, not too bad of an idea, way to go.
So would we recommend have the applicant just do it at their own cost and keep us out of it? Or do you think charge once they get their hands around the highest potential one that we would have? And go that route? Which one of the two you guys think? Either have the applicant do it at their cost and just take that as a burden away from the board or the planning commission, or set the fee and we still do it a little higher, let's say at $55 or something, once you get a reasonable expectations on that.
I think you'd be less apt to get a mistake going through us instead of doing it themselves.
Yeah. So maybe just go with like the higher, figure out the higher, go back through our history of cost and see what that would be. Yeah, I agree. Mike, you guys got any?
I'm just wondering if we couldn't call the courier office and see if they could give us a, because you don't write up the notice right away, do you? You have to wait till you get all the information in.
I do.
So
We couldn't,
so what we could probably do is go ahead and make the applicant aware of what the fee is, and then have them bring check or cash to the meeting. That's the other way to do it.
But then they might not, it would already be submitted. One way is if we did require the applicant to submit the legal notice themselves, I provide the legal notice wording and description. So in that way, when they do turn it in, I can look over it and make sure that it is correct. That's also an option, that they cover the cost, but I just look it over and make sure that it's correct.
well, that would-
Either way, you'll be looking it over before it goes in.
I like that a lot,
Yeah,
but and still charge them, you know, a review fee of that $5 then.
Mhm.
And then they take it, yeah, and then they can take it to the paper and whatever it is, and they can pay it right then.
Yeah.
I like that a lot.
yeah.
That to me is just so that we're not overcharging or undercharging at all.
Is $5 enough for you to go through all that for them?
I believe so.
Fred, do you think that's a good way to do it?
It does sound like a good idea.
So our recommendation would be that we look it over before they submit it. And then they do that on their own then, after our approval of the legal notice. That sound all right, Pat?
Sounds good.
Okay, so we'll make that recommendation to the planning commission on tonight when they're discussing it.
Okay.
Go ahead.
You just want to make a formal motion.
You want to make that? Okay,
Since you're making since you're basically passing a resolution.
Okay.
for that commission.
you
I'll
want
make
to,
a motion to we do that resolution.
Second.
all in favor?
Aye.
All opposed?
Yeah.
Okay. We're ready for new business. Is Mr. Boldry here?
Yeah.
You want to kind of step up to the podium
Oh, okay.
and give your address and everything, where you live and what you're wanting to do. First of all, though, have we gone through have
Yes.
you already submitted
The
the?
certified.
Look,
Yeah,
yeah,
yes,
it's
yeah.
already been, we got all of it. Okay, go ahead then and kind of walk us through the layman way or layman terms on what you're wanting to get done here.
Michael Boldry, 12385 West Henry Road, Deputy, Indiana, 47230. Seeking to put a garage on my property. And I do have an available space, but it does not meet the 80-foot from center to start the building. It would be, I believe, on there 55 feet from the road. And that's really the only spot, according to the pictures that I showed you. The other side of our property has lateral lines on it, and I don't want to block anything from future equipment having to get in there, because they brought in heavy equipment last time to put in the lateral lines and drop the tank. So this would be the ideal spot as shown in the pictures, but it's doesn't meet the 80 feet from center of road. So seeking that variance, and I've personally spoken to my neighbors, and they're all on board with it, objections, and the mail has been sent out too, so.
Okay. And this is just a garage, you say?
Yeah,
It's not attached, it's
yeah, it's a standard. So 20 by 30. It would be 5 feet off the property line. There's no easements or anything, or no That would be a 5 foot easement, and it would be, I believe, 55 feet off of the road. So it would not block my neighbor's driveway or any impedance, because there is a hill there, so. It won't have any, plumbing that needs to be inspected, so. Just store cars.
Anybody from the audience on this one here?
I was like,
Okay, but not against it, I guess. That would be very interesting. Okay, well, glad you guys are on the same.
Later.
There you go. Gotta keep everybody happy, right? Okay, that's relief. Okay, board have any questions?
May I ask one?
Yes.
Yeah, do you know how far back from the road your house sits?
Well, she looked it up online. I didn't measure it. But it's around 66 feet, I believe. It was in the 60s when she looked it up online.
You just bringing it up. I was
can,
trying to bring it up on my phone here.
So it'll be slightly closer.
Yeah,
using the GIS map tool, it looks like it's about 69 feet from the center of the road, from the beginning of his house.
so this will be sticking out just a hair in front of your house then?
Yeah, it'll be on the east side of the house sticking out. There's a clearing. I don't know if it really shows from Google Earth or not, but
Yeah, there's a little clearing here, I
Yeah.
see.
it's something we'd like to utilize rather than destroying a bunch of trees would be the only thing is we'd have to really go into the woods to get.
And 5 feet setback from the property line is sufficient.
Yes, think so. You can just double check it.
Double check that real quick. So your neighbor's house is really further away and his driveway angles towards you, then goes straight down to the road, kind of, the way it looks like on this,
Yeah, they're kind of a straight shot right down the property line.
their driveway,
Yeah,
not their house.
yeah, their driveway is a straight shot, but their
Yeah.
house kind of,
All sets,
yeah,
Yeah,
would almost kind of face the garage.
yeah.
But nobody lives there, hasn't lived there for a while, so.
Oh, in that house?
Yeah, it's been vacant for probably 2 or 3 years. It was willed to someone. And they don't have no desire to live there. They just come ride 4-wheelers, so. I figured it would serve kind of like a privacy fence as well. If somebody was to move in there at some point. So might as well do it now then.
An accessory structure is to sit 5 feet off of the side and the rear yard.
Okay, so you're good there.
And there are already poles out there prior to us moving in that mark the property line. So that's what we're going off of. They go right down the easement area.
Okay. Is there any other questions from the board? Is everybody ready to do findings of fact? You can sit down if you want. If we have anything after we get through findings of facts, we'll let you know.
The Board of Zoning Appeals, having heard the testimony and being duly advised, finds A, the approval will not be injurious to the public health, safety, morals, and general welfare of the community, true or false. B, the use and the value of the area adjacent to the property included in the variance will not be affected in a substantially adverse manner, true or false. And C, the strict application of the terms of the ordinance will result in practical difficulties in the use of the property, true or false.
Is there any conditions or variance or conditions to the variance? Okay,
Thank you.
do I need a motion to accept?
Make motion, we set for the
Second.
variance.
All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Okay. You're good to go. You'll just need to get with Josh. And he's back there in the back.
Yes.
And then before you proceed on with anything.
And I will email you this approved paperwork to you tomorrow.
Appreciate your time.
Yep, thank you.
Thank you.
If there's no other business, I entertain the adjournment.
Make motion to adjourn.
Second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All opposed? We're out of here.
Oh.
Most of it.
Most of us.